Went to Mickey's.
We're on, man. We're a little late, man. We had some
Had a little Mickey's today.
Shout out to your boy. What's your boy? Kelly?
Kelly Dobbins.
Kelly Blue Book.
Kelly Dobbins.
We're on. We're on right now. We're on right
Then
now.
I went up to Mickey's for a little lunch with my guy Joe Guyon.
Okay.
I had a fish sandwich.
Fish.
It was delicious.
We're back. Well,
Okay.
We should be back up. It's right now. 30 seconds usually takes to us.
I
to
see it.
jump
I can
in.
see it. We're moving.
You like that? You like that angle? Or you want me to do the other one? You like that one?
The 2 for 2?
That's that one. I could do a 2 for 2 without the little.
Let me see. Let me see what else you got.
A little warped. You know what I'm saying? We just do the regular one. Let me see. See the regular one's like this.
Angles.
Yeah, you got different. It's always different angles right there. It's the regular one. This the other one. You like that one? Yeah, let's do that one. That's just regular.
I can't see it, but
boom. There you go.
All right.
No, it didn't pop up yet. It didn't pop up yet. It takes like 30 seconds, like a 30-second delay.
Listen,
there
people,
it is. Look at that one.
You know what I really would like?
Nope.
I would really like.
Still tell me.
I would really like the closed caption to go off.
That's you on your computer. That's nothing to do with anyone else.
Nobody else can see the closed caption.
No, if they have it on their computer, they can see it. You have it on.
No closed caption. Are you watching?
I have
the
mine
show?
on. I like closed caption. I like to read and watch.
I hate it.
I love it.
All right, listen, ladies and gentlemen, friends and foes, the East and West, Republicans and Democrats.
The black ones.
I'm voting for Kamala. Anyways,
yeah, I am too, man.
Listen, today's show is not about the politics. No, it's never about that. We're going to talk today about. Oh, wait. My name is Abdul Rahman bin Muhammad. This is the Manhood Tree Podcast. Across from me, we have
Alonzo Lee Beckett.
Alonzo.
I pressed the wrong button, but hey.
Hilarious. All right. We don't have any guests tonight.
Yeah, we are the guests.
For some reason, our guests decided not to show up. But you know what?
Now we can't. They can't reach us now because all the phones are off. Now it's over.
We're working now.
It's over.
One of the things I'm actually happy we have no guests because I really wanted to do this conversation tonight. I'm calling it Origin Stories. Believe it or not, the other day I was listening to Hot 93.7, right?
Hot 93.7.
It was on Sunday. And Big Man was
going
in.
He
was going in.
He can get you to do that, though.
Yo,
he has that.
I didn't know he had the power.
Yeah, he can get in.
Yo, I was locked in for like an hour. And he was
What was he talking about?
Guy, he was just going hard body for an hour.
That's what's up. That's Big Man on Hot 93.7. We out here in Hartford, Connecticut for people that's
amazing show. It was an amazing show.
It was about entrepreneurship.
It was about living the life of your dreams. It was about going out and doing what you want to do.
It's lonely.
Making things happen. Not giving up on yourself. Believing in yourself. It was everything. Like, you know something? I didn't know I needed it.
Yeah.
But I needed it. I needed a little boost. Yeah. And I turned on the radio and there's Big Man going hard body. We need to get him on this show for a motivation off.
We'll hit the record.
Against.
For a motivation off.
Against.
You can't throw him in a meeting.
No, I'm throwing him in a motivation off.
No, you got to wait. Just throw him in for the guest first.
Against Malik, because I think he beat Matt the last time. No. Don't let Matt hear that.
He said he beat Matt. Matt's ready.
This is one of the shows where I say things that people get upset about again. All right. So tonight we're gonna do origin stories because, but before we do the origin stories, you got to take a card from the Dream Deck. So.
Oh yeah, yes. Let's go. Dream Deck time.
Dream Deck card. We're gonna
use applause a lot this show. That's the one I remember.
Two of us. Here. Take a couple cards, whatever you want to get.
I remember where that button's at. The rest of them, I don't remember the buttons.
One of the things that I feel like is important. We want to start off the show.
These are all real good, by the way.
The Dream Deck. Remember, the Dream Chaser deck is a motivational tool for dream chasers. I look at my cards every single day. I have a deck in my house, and every day I flip 1 or 2, 5 cards so that I could be able to get my day started in the right way.
These are collector items, man. These kind of rare, actually.
These are rare now. If you don't got one, you don't got one.
It's like $200 a deck.
So yeah, if you would like to buy the last deck, cash at me.
$250.
Abdul R.I. Muhammad at
Can't have it there. We're gonna miss some cards.
$ Abdul Rock.
Ooh, I love mine.
And $250 for the last deck. Did you help someone today?
Oh, that's you. That's you. That's you. That's not even Ramadan, but it's you, right?
You know what? I missed the opportunity to help somebody today.
You did? Well, you can help me today.
A homeless veteran came up to me when I was in Springfield. He was like, "Yo, brother, could you help me with a little something to eat?" And I was like, "Definitely." And I went in the back, and I never came back. Wah, wah, wah.
That's one.
I went back. We were doing a program, so I didn't have time to go back out there.
Okay.
All right. So
can I? No.
Yes. Go ahead.
Let me go.
All
right.
Sorry.
Mine says. What do you want to become?
Okay, that's good.
Free.
Yes. Me too.
That's
Me too.
it.
That's
yeah.
What is
that?
that?
What,
okay. What
right.
Does
it
that
means
mean?
different for everybody.
What does that mean to you when you say you want to be
different.
free? What does that mean?
Like I'm free and I'm free kind of right now.
Okay.
But not free in a way because it always changes how they move the goalpost type thing.
Yeah.
So my freedom is different now, but I'm always searching for the freedom. So right now, freedom for me is like everything I do on a daily basis is a lot.
Yes.
And I'm realizing it's a lot.
Yes.
I want somebody to do that for me.
So you're saying
I do nothing.
Not
nothing.
Do nothing.
Almost nothing.
You want to do what you want to do.
I want people to care about what I do.
Right.
At every level.
Yes.
Like care how much I care at every level. If that happens, boom.
Freedom to me, I think I might be. I'm in a different freedom. Okay. Because at work, I do what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. There's nothing I'm doing here where it's like, I don't want to do that, but I have to do it. I don't have to do anything. I'm doing this stuff, so that feels good when you get up. But I feel like I need to move my start time a little bit later. Lately, I've been very tired in the morning.
What time is that we're talking about? What time we talking?
I would like to come to work probably. I used to come always at 10 o'clock. I want to go back to that. 10 o'clock.
I'm about to say 10 is a good time. I get to the office, have everybody come at 10.
10 o'clock, and then because like right now I'm still at work, and it's like 6. 10. It's 6 something.
Double digits.
And so I might not get home till 8, and I don't get home till 8 till most
like a full
days.
day. Makes it feel like a full day.
Yeah. So and I think I went to New York this weekend.
I saw that. Nice pictures, man.
Yeah.
Who's a photographer?
Times Square.
Some random guy?
They're professional photographers in Times Square.
But I saw you trying to, you should have paid them guys. I saw you trying to tape them and not tape them. He's like, if you tape them, you gotta pay them.
Not paying those guys.
They see the phone on you at all. They're like, hey.
You owe me now. I hate those guys. The guy charges $20 a picture.
$20? He's killing out there.
Square. Yo, he's making
6 figures.
G's a day.
He's 6 figures a year.
Doing good. But it was worth it. He's a good photographer. I did my thing where I squint my eyes. I do that now in the pictures just for
That's
joke.
the light skin stuff.
Yeah.
Light skin stuff. Shout out to Zoe. Shout out to Lil Zoe. Lil Zoe likes the
light skin.
Squints his eyes all
But
the time.
I went to New York, and me and Deshaun went to go see a couple of plays. We saw Hell's Kitchen, the Alicia Keys play, and then we went to go see The Wiz.
I've never done that, man. That
should take your wife to New York, and we stayed the night.
Fine.
So it was a whole.
Send me the itinerary.
I'll send you the whole thing.
Damn, in there.
It was a. So I always feel like a lot of times you feel like you got to go to a country or something.
Yeah.
Yo, New York.
You say that and to say that most people around the world that don't live where we live,
yes,
their dream is to go to New York City.
Well,
right?
Times Square is crazy.
I know. It's insane.
I felt like a tourist out there. I haven't been to New York in probably like a year, I feel. It
feels crazy.
And when I was to go to the Times Square, I was like, yo.
It has to.
It's a different level.
Right. And everyone wants to be there. We're an hour and a half away.
Everybody's moving around. No, it's like it was 2 hours and a half to get there because there was traffic. But the thing is, once you're there, it's happening, man.
I don't like. I couldn't live there.
I didn't. My reviews. If you want to get some reviews, my reviews on Hell's Kitchen, I gave it a C+.
I saw your movie reviews. I agree with that Lost one. That silent joint.
Yeah,
terrible.
What was that? My review on The Wiz, I gave it a B+. Just for the nostalgia. I think the singing was better in Hell's Kitchen.
It was a musical?
They're both musicals.
I'm not a musical guy. You know what? My good friend William Blue.
Yep.
Today he told me something. I was like, yo, you're right.
What'd he say?
Purple Rain was musical.
Yes. You didn't know that?
I just realized that Purple Rain was a musical, but I did it because I liked all the songs.
Okay. Yeah.
I liked all the songs.
You went to the.
I've never. No, I'm just the movie itself.
Oh, just the movie. Yeah, that's a music. That's a great. It's a great. That's a great
Oh
movie.
man, Memorial
One
Day.
of the great. Oh yeah, it's one of the greatest movies of all time. I didn't know I was a Prince fan until I saw Purple Rain.
Purple Rain was amazing.
Yeah.
To this day, like we were talking about movies that stand the test of time.
Yes, you could watch that. If that comes on right now, I'm watching the whole thing.
I watched Superman, like the 1, 2, and 3. Yo, I could do that right now on my iPhone.
I will watch.
It was horrible.
Any of the Marvel movies up until that last Deadpool movie. And
that was weird. Wasn't it like weird?
Crazy. Any of them. I'm on TNT. Like when regular TV like hurts my feelings, I go to TNT every day. And I'm like up to date on every movie. I've watched TNT, Deadpool 1 and 2 probably 100 times.
1 and 2, yeah. The 3 is weird.
3 is out of my. I will never watch that movie again.
I didn't get it. I thought I was gonna have to check remote.
I don't like movies where you gotta like somebody was like, "Oh, this is for all the comic book fans."
I saw that.
I don't care about.
I didn't understand anything he was saying.
I don't care about.
No, I didn't understand anything.
I want Deadpool to just do Deadpool stuff. He should have left Wolverine in the grave, let him die, and let us just move forward.
Now it's time, space continuum. It's all this.
I'm done with the Megaverse or whatever. Anyways, today we're talking about origin stories, and I figured like sometimes there might be an entrepreneur. We're gonna do an entrepreneur origin story. We're gonna do any video.
Okay. Oh, any video.
Yeah,
we're here.
So the thing is that there might be somebody out there right now who is thinking about starting a business. And they might not feel like they have all the tools. They may not feel like they have all the skills. But they want to do it. They're tired of working their job, and they want to do it. So I figure if we tell our stories, maybe they could learn something from us that will make them take the leap. Okay. So
I agree.
So let's start off with this question. What inspired you? What was the day? I want to know about the day where you said, I am going to start my own business. And what was going on before on that day? Like what was like really going on in your life? What made you make that decision? And then what were some of the moves you had to make to get that going?
I think when I got out of college, I worked at ESPN immediately because I played basketball and this guy knew, whatever. So I ended up getting to ESPN, and I thought that's what I wanted to do with sports. I love sports. I wanted to be on ESPN, but it wasn't what I thought it was.
Right.
Because it's different departments. It's people that speak. It's people that edit. I didn't even know what department I wanted to go in. I just wanted to be.
You just were at ESPN. Yep.
And I was there. So I was there. I was doing a lot of, grunt stuff, learning the business type of and I didn't like it. It wasn't like what I envisioned it being.
Right.
So, and I'd always see people leaving to go to another company, and more people coming in.
All the time. Yep.
So I saw like the revolving door.
Yep.
So then I was just looking for other ways, like searching on my downtime, and I saw that like people that do weddings were getting $1,500 to do one wedding at the time. This is in 2000.
Right.
And at the time, I was getting $2,000 a month
to work at ESPN. Yes.
And it was you starting, so you're 3:00 in the morning to 12:30 in the afternoon. That's your shift.
That sucks.
And you get out probably 1, 2 o'clock. You got to chase down people to sign your timesheets. It was real hard.
Right.
But I learned a lot going back. I learned a lot that you don't think you need to know, but I learned those things. Yeah. So fast forwarded to thinking, and I also worked at Channel 30. I was a floor director. We're telling the cast to look at this camera, that camera, passing out scripts and all those things. Same thing at ESPN.
Right.
In the media business.
Yeah.
But I didn't know about the media business.
Right.
Knowing like this is the 32nd, I don't know if it is still now, but it was the 32nd market in the world when I was growing up.
Wow.
In New York, 2.5 hours away, it's number one.
Yes.
So a cameraman in Connecticut would get, at that time, $12 an hour.
Oh.
A cameraman in New York would get $70 an hour.
Wow. Big difference.
Because the markets.
Yeah.
Boom. So it's like, but I didn't realize these things.
Yeah.
So I left that. Honestly, when I left ESPN, I walked in one morning. Maybe start shift was at 3:00 in the morning, like 10 o'clock that morning.
Yeah.
Walked in and told him I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, I quit, man. Not necessarily I quit, but I can't do it anymore, man. Like, it's not for me. It's not what I thought.
So you went to your boss
at
the time, and you were just like, yo, man,
Yep.
I can't do this anymore.
Can't do it.
This is at 10 o'clock. You're supposed to get off at 12.
12:30. Yep.
And so
Afternoon.
did you leave after that, or you stayed your rest of your
No,
shift?
I left. I left.
So at 10 o'clock, you were out.
I just left.
You left.
Left. Went home.
So you're driving home.
Yep.
And what are you thinking? Because at this time,
I'm going to work because I was going to work at.
How old are you at this time?
I want to say 25.
You're 25 years old. Do you have a kid yet?
No.
You're not married? No kid.
Nope. None of that.
Okay. So you're driving home. You don't got no job no more.
No, I do have a job. I have a part-time job at Channel 30.
Oh, you still got your part-time job
On the weekends.
You leave ESPN. You still got a part-time job. But so what happens?
I turned the part-time into a full-time.
Okay.
I went and talked to them
Yep.
And because
so you like that job better than your ESPN job?
No, I know I needed a job.
Okay.
It's not like I liked it better.
Yep.
It's like, it was the same type of hours, but it was closer. It was about the same amount of money. And I could figure out what I want to do. Right. So I did that.
So you're 25. Now you're working full time at Channel 30.
Yep.
How long did that last?
The morning show. I probably did that 2 years.
2 years.
Out of there.
Okay, and then what happened?
Then my minor sociology.
Okay.
Talking to people. Got a job working with people with youth, at risk youth at the time. Mentally retarded, whatever they want to call them back then.
Mentally they don't use retarded.
Yeah, they
anymore.
use, but that's what it was back then. DMR. I was working with DMR.
Yep, but
I don't know, but
developmentally disabled is what they use now.
So I used the other part of the degree.
Okay.
So that's what then I started doing those things.
Okay. So you were kind of like, now at this time, were you still doing video in the community?
When I can, or what I used to do then was everything my family did, I would film it, edit it, and give it to them.
So you were it was like a hobby,
right?
But you would go to work every day. You're still doing that. Go ahead.
And a major part of what I was doing, which my wife thinks was remarkable. She says now at this time, like I would buy the books, the Final Cut.
Yep.
'Cause I used to do Final Cut Express in college and all this. I'll buy the book to Final Cut Pro that's coming out. And I would read the book and I would highlight the book and learn how to do things without even having the editing stuff yet. Because I know I'm gonna get it one day.
One day you're gonna get it.
And when I did get it, I kind of knew everything.
Because you read it.
Right, so I'll get it, be doing all because I don't know. Like I always tell it too. I thought it was like most people that are successful, people think they're crazy at one point. Like, why do you just believe for no reason? Like I was like that. I believe for no reason.
You believe that one day you'll get an opportunity to do this work that you wanted to do.
Yeah, based upon just pure hard work. Just pure putting it in.
Hard work. Okay. So okay, now you're 27 years old. You just quit your second job.
Yeah.
You went to go work in social services. How long did that last?
Till I was like 4. How long I stayed here for social services?
Okay,
because I stopped working here about 2 years ago.
But you didn't come to My People until years after that.
Right.
I knew you from doing videos. So,
right. So there I did like a lot of side jobs.
Okay.
In and out of social services, like doing work for different companies.
So you're always working with kids or young adults or something like that. And then
and doing videos for them, like just doing it because like I have a camera, I have my phone.
At work.
Yeah. And trying to be like, hey, I do this, but not understanding
that you got to go all in. Right. Now, okay, so I met you when you were working over with Vaughn at the Track House.
Yep.
And the Track House was like a place where they did video, they did rapping, they had a program for kids after school. And so, would you consider that was one of your jobs?
Well, if you say when I left, it was a gap. The gap between when I worked here actually I was there. Till you kind of then like a couple of years after you started, I worked here. I didn't have.
You worked here in the early days of My People.
When I left, no.
You were like a mentor?
No, when I worked here, you knew I worked here. I used to do the visits.
Oh, supervised visits.
Yes, I used to do those. That's how I started on the weekends.
Okay.
But before that, I didn't have a job.
Right.
After I left ESPN, not ESPN, Channel 30.
Yep.
I didn't have a job. I had here and there jobs, like temp jobs.
Yep.
And I would go to the Track House every day.
That would be your thing.
6-7 years. No job.
Going to the Track House.
No job. And if it was my only income, making a couple of $100 here and there.
Right.
And my wife did everything. She paid for everything.
Right. So you got married when
I was 30.
When you were 30, but you were struggling.
Still.
Your wife stayed with you though.
Yeah.
You picked a good wife to stick through. That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, yep.
So then 6-7 years, you're like just trying to make it happen. You're doing a lot of videos at that time.
I do.
Rap videos and stuff like that.
I did a bunch of. I tried a bunch of different things in that time span, like grinding in CT. I did a DJ edition. I did a lot of some short documentary, just learning how to do it.
Why didn't you give up? Like, why didn't you quit? Like, I mean, you were 6 years. That's a long time to not have a job and not have your business kind of like blow up to an extent where you could live off of it.
Always, because like what I said, like what else I'm going to do?
You're gonna go get a job.
But I didn't like the outcome of the job.
Did you feel pressure?
Yes. I don't like that. If I don't like the outcome of a job, I can always go get a job. I got a degree.
Yes. I
don't like the outcome of it. It's almost like I'm settling. I'm done. Like you can't go get a job and be like, if I at that age I'm like, all right, 30. I want to be the CEO of Urban League at 30. So now I'm not going to be there until like another 10, 15 years.
Yes.
What? No.
So you wanted to get to a job.
No, I'm just saying.
You want to be the CEO, but you didn't.
And even if you get there, you can not be there. You can be voted out. Like you could. So it's like that. I don't like I didn't like the prognosis of getting a job,
right?
And me being exceptional at it, and they can still take it away from me,
right?
So I always thought that if I do this every day, no one else is doing what I'm doing every day.
Nobody's editing every day,
and stuff I've learned in the last week.
Right.
No one's doing what I do every day, so I'm going to be the best at this.
Right.
Not now. Maybe not now.
Yep.
But eventually,
it's gonna add up.
Oh man.
So tell me a little bit about your background and how it influenced your decision to become an entrepreneur. Or did it?
No, yeah. Struggle. Okay. Money.
Yep.
Money. Like my the way I think about money is totally different now when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Totally different now. Like I don't like we had a discussion. I ain't gonna tell you. I had a discussion with my significant other.
Okay.
Right? But like, and I don't like when people say like we dream chase all the time. I hate the first thing when people say is like, how much does that cost? I hate that. Right. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Yeah.
How much it costs? No, it don't.
Right.
That's easy. That's the easy part.
Yeah.
So when I was young, that's what everything was about.
How much does it cost?
Yes.
Everything.
Everything.
How you gonna do that?
Who gonna pay for this?
Where you gonna get the money for that?
Yo, you owe me $5. Like it's like $5. What? So everything is about money when you're younger. So it's like your whole perception of like, I gotta like guard this, hoard this.
Yes.
So the perception of money changed as I got older.
Okay. And what was the change? Tell me about like so. How did you see money when you were younger, and how do you see money when you're older?
Like now, I think about money. I think they give. If you're in a certain if you have a certain amount of knowledge and intellect, you're going to get a certain amount of money.
Okay.
Regardless.
Yeah.
Of how much you think you deserve, right? You have to be able. You got to be smart enough to know you have to do certain things. Maybe you got to get certificates, degrees, whatever, to get this money, so people to look at you, even though you may be smarter than the next person. So that's the road you chose.
That's how you get into the door,
right? So you got to understand that you can get money, but you got to conform in that way,
right?
Right. There's another way to get money. Is like if you're whatever you do in your profession, plumber, electrician,
yep, videographer,
you're that valuable,
right?
That people will pay you,
yes,
almost anything, like almost like they'll pay you to get what they want.
It's an interesting thing, the statement you're making, because like the way I look at it, like me, right? I don't actually have a talent. Like I mean, like I have a talent of speaking,
right?
Like I know
you do have a talent of you. I think you.
I come up with ideas.
No. But you also you like galvanize people together. Like you get people together.
Okay.
You know
that I don't get paid for that.
No. But that's powerful in itself too, because you get people together, and those people if you get people together, and you leave them.
Yes.
They go do something great. You got them together.
Right.
So,
okay.
You know what I mean?
That's one of my talents.
Right.
But it's like I went to school. I got a degree and everything, but I feel like nobody teaches you the skill of galvanizing.
No.
Nobody teaches you that your ideas are valuable.
Right.
Nobody teaches you that if you can speak in a certain way, you can motivate people to do pretty much anything. Like you can change a whole way people see you just off of your words.
Right.
When you do a training, it's basically me saying I'm gonna go talk to people for an hour, and I'm gonna get paid $500.
Right.
Just for talking. No,
Right,
like
yeah.
no skill. I mean, there's a skill in it,
Skill in it.
but there's no like there's no class that they're teaching that. You got to actually put yourself in that position, and so but once again, so how did things change for you? What's the way you look at money now?
Well, I think people pay you for your value, right?
Okay.
It's not how much you're worth; it's how much you can negotiate or get, right? Not
Right.
really. So they pay you for the value. So most people's like, I always think like your value for you to value this to galvanize people. That's worth a lot of money to people.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is worth more than it's worth a couple of $1,000s at this point in life, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
Right, but I'm saying a couple of $1,000s in where we live now, that feeds a family of 3 for like a month and a half.
Right.
Right? So it's like, but your gift, your value, the more value you have in yourself, you don't have to worry about the money just comes. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, yeah.
It really does. It's just like you get into your craft, you get into your bag or whatever,
Right.
you hone that, you learn, you always learn in your craft how to get better,
Right.
and people will come to you and ask for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they see
course.
that, light. So that's how I look at it. It's like you find something, it goes back into finding, what you're truly passionate about, what you really love.
Right.
If you find that, and just, it sounds so cliche. A lot of things that people say cliche is really true. Like,
true, yeah,
if
yeah,
you
of
just
course it is.
dig into what you love to do, man.
Yeah. So if you become, so this is the message to the people. If they become an expert at what they love to do, like basically the way I look at it is like you just said, like I don't really think about money.
Right.
I do a lot of stuff for free.
Right.
Like if you really look at like what I do a lot of times, you be like, yo, how does he get paid?
Right.
Because it seems like every time he's doing something, it's for free. Because I know that I'm gonna get some money somewhere. Like
Yep.
there's tons of money out there.
Yes. It never ends. People think it's not.
It's
yes.
endless.
Yes.
And so the other thing is sometimes you're like, I'm getting money. Like, well, I don't want to make this about me, but you really want to get to the point where you can make money where you're not even doing anything.
Yes.
The money is
Just doing
working
this
over
thing.
here.
Just doing this thing.
Yeah,
Yep.
and you're doing something else.
Yeah.
What was the initial idea or problem that led to you to create a business?
That I realized that I could not afford to live and be happy at the same time. With a degree, I couldn't go, like at one point I worked for the state, like durational for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm getting that's a state job. That's everybody wants to get a state job.
Yes,
Right.
that's what they tell you. Get
Right.
a
So I was
state
getting
job,
20
boy.
whatever dollars an hour. So I'm getting the money. So I was probably making like, I want to say this is like in the 90s. I'm like 5,000 a month or whatever.
Yep.
But I realized I had some money, right? But I couldn't go nowhere because I had to ask them
Right.
to like, can I take off? And I couldn't because I was new and I had to wait,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Things like that annoyed me. Like I have money, but I can't go do nothing.
Right.
And then when something else happened, like something bigger, I couldn't get any more money
Right.
because it wasn't like you can do. And they took a lot of my time, so it wasn't no overtime there.
Mm-hmm.
So they took a lot of my time, and it was weird when I was working, so I couldn't pick up another job.
Right.
So I was like, and I feel like I gotta be, like my mom used to say, I used to play basketball. She's like, if you don't make it to the NBA, you're gonna be broke.
Mm.
She used to say that because I don't think you could work.
Yeah.
And I honestly to this day, I don't work. I work hard, but I work hard at what I want to do.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
You found.
Good,
your
I can't
gift.
do it. I can't do what good brother do.
Right.
I can't do what they do.
Right.
I would die out there
Yes.
doing that stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that type of, right? So I found out how I work.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell the kids. Find out how this is your life. Find out how you move, you motivate, and just do that.
Yes.
Because certain things I can't do. I would fail at.
You're not trying to be outside doing like lifting bricks and doing things like that. You
lawn
need
stuff,
to be. No, you don't
hire
want-
somebody.
Yes.
I'm that guy.
How did you fund your business? So you were talking about like you were reading the books, but you didn't necessarily have the money. So how did you start getting the money together to get your first camera, to get your first whatever you needed to be able to do any video?
At first, shout out to Vaughn, right?
Okay.
Vaughn, he had a computer, Mac. He didn't know what to do with it. He's like, "Come, you can use it." So I went there at that track house, used it every day, learned it all out. Right? I used the Mac, and then a camera, like the first camera I got like from a family member.
Okay.
Right? And then I saved some money, like tax return money, like $1,200, bought a camera.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But then I learned later how to, when I was able to get money, I would learn to save the money. Like now it's easier, but back then I would save part of the money and buy something.
Right.
So like now I buy everything because I'll get a big. They pay me a couple of racks. I just go
Right.
buy everything.
Yep.
With their, I always say it's
Their money.
I say they're their money, but it's really money. Whatever. That's
You
how I
earned
do it.
Yep.
So basically, I would just save money.
Mm-hmm.
I would just save it and buy. Like everyone has, like they have I didn't like sneakers.
Okay.
I didn't have nothing like that. So vice like that. So I was like, buy $250. I'll buy this camera.
Right.
And then I will learn about the camera. I'll just do mad research about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, who are your mentors? Do you have any mentors or key supporters during your startup phase, and how did they help you? This is key. This is very.
But what I don't know if they were mentors, but from afar,
Yeah.
like Lorna.
Lorna Little.
Yep, we used to
Okay.
watch them all the time, and I didn't
Shout
know.
out to Alonzo and Lorna Little.
And I didn't even know. Found out later that her husband's name was Alonzo, right? Which is weird.
Right.
But yeah, and he did all the film, same thing that I do,
Right.
right? So like, I watched a lot of Lorna stuff.
Oh, you mean Lorna's Corner? You
Lorna, I
like
just
her
watched
show.
Lorna's Corner. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
So watch that all the time.
Yeah.
And be like, man, that'd be great. Oh, so
Right.
I like that.
That's
I like
funny. That's
my
funny.
man. Stan.
Stan Simpson.
Yep.
Okay.
No, not Stan Simpson. Stan McCall.
Stan McCulley?
McCulley. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I used to watch Stan because I see him on at night on TV. I'm like, he's from Harvard.
Yeah, yeah.
He's had this big camera. He still got the big
He
camera
got
rig.
the big camera. Yep.
So I used to look at him.
Yep.
But like from afar.
Right.
But like what I wanted to do,
Yeah.
there's nobody doing what I wanted to do. To this day, it's hard for me to find like a person that do what I do.
Right.
Like,
Yo, that's pretty powerful. Today I was with some kids, and they were saying they wanted to do a clothing line, and I was saying to them, "Oh, so you guys, they're kids. They go to Capital Prep. They're from Hartford," and I was saying to them like, "Tell me a clothing line that somebody had in Hartford," and they were like, "Oh, nah, ain't none." And I was like, "You guys go to Capital Prep. There's a mural right down the street, a heaven or hell mural right down the street." Shout out to Anthony Griffin.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so like y'all should. That was one of the biggest clothing lines ever. Straight out of Hartford, Connecticut. So it's like doing your research and paying homage to people who are kind of like coming before you.
Right.
Because even though like you said, Alonzo, he did the video for Lorna's Corner, and she interviewed all the famous rappers and stuff like that. And then of course Stan. And so I think that that's very important to be able to have somebody that you're looking up to make you feel like you could do it.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. And that was all public access too, matter of fact.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So tell me about a pivotal moment or a breakthrough that significantly advanced your business. So what was the moment where you went from like you were doing okay to you were doing great? Can you remember that moment?
Like for like it changed everything?
Yes.
Yo. Shout out to my boy B Frame.
Brandon Frame.
Reframe.
Okay.
Like let's say, like I was doing well, everything, and then me and Frame do everything. You know, we do stuff all the time.
Right.
And he had a project coming up with Urban Assembly. We want to do this doc. We want to do all these schools. You know, so I did that. I did that, and I got an amount of money that was like what? And it was market value.
Yes.
Cause I think honestly, like working with him and showing those people and doing those things, it made me feel like that I could do
more.
It's on the same level. The way they were acting over after I finished, whatever. And I was thinking like, I could have did better to myself.
Yeah.
Right. But it's almost like playing. I always do everything in sports. Like you'll go to a Nike camp, and you nice around here. We go to Nike camp, you kill everybody. Right. Everybody's looking around like, oh, who's this guy? So it's almost like that feeling. Like he's like, yo. So he's like, they want to sign you. So I do a deal for like almost six figures. You know what I'm saying? So like, and he's like, so when I was in that situation, I realized, oh, and then from that point, I bought everything that I needed. I didn't everything I ever wanted and needed to do what I was supposed to do.
Right.
That gave me because I know everyone I felt that way too. Like this camera's $3,500.
Can't get it.
No, I could buy it, but I
gotta wait.
I got a family. Like, what am I spending? Where my wife going? $3,500. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. I don't have those at all anymore.
Right.
But that gave me the moment, like,
go for it.
That's it. That's all I needed was that. And the people around, they don't know me. It ain't like, and there's other people. It's not people that know me and that love me. Like, oh, you're great. People's always saying the same thing they were saying. They're saying the same thing, actually.
Right.
You were saying it.
Yep.
I believe you, but I don't.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
that.
You know how it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I believe you, but you love me. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? You're
right,
like,
right,
oh,
right,
yes,
right,
good
right.
job.
Good
You
job,
know how you
bro.
do
Yeah,
that?
right.
But other people that have no idea who you are, is like, man, this is
It's great. It's
boom.
wonderful
So
stuff.
that gave me to boost it, like
Gave
to
you a little
switch,
boost.
to switch it and just go for it.
I love it. I love it. What personality qualities you believe have been most instrumental into your success?
Personality.
Yeah, yeah. Like the qualities you have in your personality that have helped your success in your business.
Oh man, you have to be able to talk to everyone. I
Oh,
believe that you got to be able to talk to everybody.
okay.
Hold the conversations. Cause you got to know a little bit about everything. Not every, a little bit about politics. Not too much, but
Right.
enough to be like, yeah, I know who's running,
Yep.
what they stand for.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
That's it. You don't give them too much.
Just get, but that's all you know a little bit about it. You could you could understand, like I watch people. I'm a people watcher,
Mm-hmm.
so you got to understand when cues, social cues.
Yes.
Time to shut up. Time
Yep.
to leave. Time to walk away.
Oh, yeah.
Good conversation. Talk to you later. Right?
Peace.
Hey man,
Yeah.
nice seeing you. And how to address people and keep it moving. No one, you learn how to deal with uncomfortable. I think I told you one time, like I had my interns. We were at the Argoats. I was like, you have to be able to. He was saying, how do you do? I was like, you just gotta be able to talk to people, man.
Yeah.
See that guy over there? He's like, wait a minute, you know him? Me neither. I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna talk to him. He don't know me,
All right.
right? I got my jersey. I got my stuff on, so he know I'm working with somebody, so he ain't that thrown off.
Yeah.
So we go over there, and the guy's kind of like, but the way I talk to him about baseball and say whatever, he turns comfortable. And then when he turns comfortable, I'm out.
Yeah.
All right, man, it's good talking to you, man. Enjoy the game. Boom.
Right.
So you see what I did? Made him comfortable, talk to him. He gonna see me later and be like pointing at me, like we cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? But it's like you have to have with people, because people are people. Everyone's not the way you want them to be.
Right.
I'm not trying to. I guess I say I'm not trying to be aggressive or anything. It's very polite. It's very casual. But
Right.
you have to understand it's a social work part of it.
Yes.
You gotta understand that you gotta be able to speak to people.
Yes.
Right? Know when to speak and know when not to speak, type of thing. Read the room.
So some of those skills, like that skill, you learn that in your growing up environment too.
Yeah.
Like being with different types of people and so on, like deciding like, okay, I could either get like them or I could use a different skill, you know, like, and it's picking how you decide to develop yourself.
Right.
You know?
It's like reading the room.
Yeah.
You learn when you get older, you learn to read the room. Like you learn to I'm sure just like you, like, so yes, like someone in the building at Swift, had a meeting, went downstairs. I'm not prepared for the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
But if I sit down and we start talking about what I do, it's easy.
Right.
It just flows off.
Yep.
Right? So it's like, it's not something you learn how to do. It's just something, again, I didn't prepare for that. It's just I do what I do every day.
Mm-hmm.
It's second nature. It's easy. It's like you just, boom, we can be right in it.
Right.
Immediately, like your wife would say, we was right in it. Like, yeah, we just do this. Let's just do that. Because it's just right in it because you do it all the time. So it just.
You know, you got some ideas already in your mind.
Always, because you're always doing something in your field, in your profession.
Right.
Like the whole key to everything is like whatever you do, and it happens in the corporate world too, because you're great for them. You're working for them for 25 years. You're great. You're an asset to them. They can't lose you because you love them.
Yes.
You're doing so much great for them. Could you imagine if you did all that for you,
Right.
and you understood how to like. And that's what it is. Like it's all for me. So I understand, you know, what I'm trying to do.
So how has your business evolved since you first started? If you go back to the guy you first started to now, how would you say you evolved?
Well, like I said, I started doing weddings.
Mm-hmm.
Then street DVDs was popular.
Yep.
So I did street DVDs. Any rapper came through, I was giving free. It was free for a while. So like the third volume, I was charging like $150, but I would just, and me, it sounds like a great plan. I tell people, but I wasn't planning to do. I just figured if I do a lot of videos, I'm gonna learn how to do them.
Mm-hmm.
If they're free, they can't say nothing.
Right.
They free. So by volume 3, I was like, I know how to do these now, and then I
Now
charged
start
150.
Yeah.
So so that's what I was doing. Then I realized I didn't like that. I didn't like that energy, that realm
Yep.
of those type of people.
What was that energy?
People that have it but don't have it.
Yep.
You know,
They look like they have it.
right, but they don't.
Yep.
Right, a lot of I don't. So that was hard to deal with those type of people.
Yeah. Because when it's time to get paid, they're like, hey.
Right, show a bunch of money. Now they don't have it.
Right.
But you're having a bunch of fun. They went over the top. And the money was low.
Yeah.
People always in that grimy and all that. So I didn't like that.
Yep.
Started doing. Then I was trying to shift. That was the hard part to shift. So then I started. I think we started making content. I was like, I'm starting making content for myself.
Right.
We started doing shows.
Yeah.
Like the walking talks and all those.
All that stuff.
Just doing it for doing it that way and learning that way, and it's a lot less stressful.
Yeah.
Right. Cause
Easier people to deal with.
Very much easy people to deal with. So I started doing that. And then the corporate stuff came.
Mm-hmm.
Right. By doing stuff for you, and I was like, oh, I could do it for him. I could do it for them.
Right.
Type stuff.
Yep.
And now now it is corporate. It's majority corporate, so the corporate pays the bills.
Right.
And with that overflow, whatever it does, I do the community. We do the community stuff.
Right.
And
so that's like is that, do you see that as your way of like giving back? Is that how you think about it in your mind, or is it just you just naturally, because like you're about to come up with the Elevate You network once again, and then like before when we had our network, it was like maybe we had like 3 or 4 shows.
Yeah.
Now you're about to have 10.
You got 12. Malik hit me. No, but it's fine though. I'm like, yo, let's go.
12 shows. That's a lot of shows.
It is, but it isn't. It's
all like, what I'm saying is it takes time.
Right. And
so what about you is making you want to do that? Like, where you working with all these different people in the community for free?
I think that we're all valuable.
Yep.
Everybody that has a show is very valuable in their own right, and no one, individuals know, like we all know it from each other, which is weird because I saw some of the guests and you guys are having each other on. It's weird.
Yeah.
Like some people's like, I'm like, yo, they got a show, right? But
I've got called for like all 5 of the shows already.
Right. So we're right. So, but the thing is, which is in itself, that tells people something in itself. Like, we're in a community of all these people, right? And now I'm looking for people to bring other community people on, and all we can find is the same people.
Yeah.
So that tells you something about the community. Like, there are these people that are in the.
Well, that's a whole nother conversation. But
right.
I do think that, like, I'm always interested in, like, I'm looking for the young Abdul.
I'm looking for me. Oh, yes.
I'm looking for that dude because I feel like maybe he's not exactly like me, but he has the drive and the desire to be somebody.
That's all you need.
To impact our community, to be a positive force in our community. I would love to meet that young guy because I'm 50 years old.
That's where, and I think the network.
Yes.
The point of the network.
Gonna meet him.
They're gonna watch it.
Okay. Good.
Like here's what they're gonna see this. Trying to get the billboard going. They're going to see all this great content of us, and I'm gonna have the purpose of it is so we can get powerful people in our community that people respect, that bring other people on the show that they respect, that are doing something good in the community.
That's it.
And you're going to see, and these people that are on the show, in the show, you're going to see them while you walk around in our community in all different lights, in education,
right,
in athletics,
yes,
in counseling,
I love it,
mental health.
Yes,
you're going to see them, and maybe you'll be confident enough to come up and walk up to them,
shake their hand,
and be like, "Hey, man, I want to do that.
I saw you on TV.
I saw you on Elevate You, and who knows, what it will bring. But what I'm hoping it will bring is just somewhere where people can go and people just talk about it,
right?
Because it ain't right now. There's no money. There's no money involved in it,
right?
It's everyone's giving their free time of what they could do, and their as far as speaking to people and me doing the editing and stuff. So that's all it is.
I love it. What advice would you give to an aspiring entrepreneur just starting out? If there was somebody, and I want you to be specific to somebody that they're in the video realm, what advice would you give them?
I think you'll be okay if you really love what you're doing. I think you'll be okay. You'll be fine. So don't worry about nothing. If you really love what you're doing, hungry, you thirsty, you don't got no money for tomorrow, you rent late,
yep,
you got a little side job, but you love that thing you're doing, you'll be okay.
You'll be okay.
Because time's going to pass, and you're going to get better.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get better as much as you put in. Put in more time on it. Try to put in more time in it, meaning, the practice of it with people, with online, whatever, just engulf yourself in it. Know about it. And if you do that, everything you want will come true.
Let me ask you this: what part do you think luck played in you being successful?
I think luck is made. Like, I think you make your luck, right? Just being around, like for example, let's say I'm hanging with you. Let's say I hang with you. Like, all right, perfect example. I think I was in Dallas with you one time, right? It's me, you, your boys.
Yep.
dude that owns some joint down there, right?
Yes.
Let's say, for example, I'm down there hanging out with y'all.
All right.
Some guy that's in your group needs some video stuff, and he works for Boom Boom Boom.
Right.
And we're chilling with y'all.
Right.
And I get that. Is that luck?
No. No.
But I'm saying
That's
that's
a relationship. So you're saying relationships make a
it's
difference.
more luck than relationships, because if it's lucky, right?
Yep.
That means I don't think you deal with luck either. Because if luck, you meaning if something happens, then like you're liable.
Right.
So it's more like a relationship where like I'm gonna tap this kid on the shoulder and give him whatever because of him.
Yep.
He may think he's lucky, but you're not lucky. It's just that you're in a good.
You're in the right group. I know that if I'm dealing with you, it's like you know he's already somebody you can deal with.
So it's more. I think it's more that.
I always think about destiny. Like I believe very much in destiny. I believe life is predestined. I feel like what's meant for you, you can't avoid it. And if you look, like I was talking to Ken earlier today, and I was saying to him how with my people, if I went back and tried to do my people again, just from if I could go in a time warp and be 30 years old again and say I'm about to start my people, it would never turn out the way that it turned out this time. I feel like every step of the way, I had to be in the right place. I had to be in the exact place at the exact time I was to make us move to the next level every time. I had to say the right thing.
Right.
I had to do the right thing just to move us along. But the thing is that it was my destiny to be here in all these places. It was my destiny to say the right thing. It was like I was inevitable.
Right.
I was like, what's the guy in the Marvel movie who say he was inevitable? You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. I know you're talking about though. Yeah.
What's his name?
I like that saying.
Yeah, I was inevitable. So I think that's the same. I think
that we're doing what I just said makes you inevitable.
Yes.
If you love what you're doing, like the passion you have for what you want for your business to happen,
yes,
it is inevitable.
Yeah.
My wife's like, I knew you were gonna do it. She's
right.
like, yo, you just wouldn't stop. You
right.
know? Like you just like you wouldn't be here or you would do it.
Yeah.
Like I cease to live or you would do it. So those are only options.
Yeah.
So some people live like that.
Yes.
So it is inevitable. Like I'm sure like Kobe Bryant thought it was inevitable he's gonna be great.
Yes.
Like certain people think like I knew I was gonna be this. Like that's what I'm trying to do. Like that's what I'm pushing to do
every day. Right.
So like some people I think that don't do those things to themselves. They know why.
Right.
You said you using those right positions because you know what you had to do to be in those positions. Like you did that. Yeah. You did the work to be in a position. So now you're in it. So it's not like. It's not luck. You just stayed the course. Like this is what I want to do. So I'm going to go to this meeting. I'm going to talk to this guy. I'm going to go do this. This is what I want. I'm going to travel here. I'm going to write this because this is what I want to do. It's not like, maybe.
And then even some of the other things like there's tons of stuff I try to do that they don't turn out to be extremely successful. I still did them.
Right. Oh
still,
yeah.
Still
with the same thought that it's going to succeed. Like everything is going to everything we do. Like I don't remember us failing at a show.
We haven't failed.
I think they're all great.
Yeah,
I do. Some people are like, oh, you only got it was great. I had a great time. We met people.
Yep.
So we got so much more out of it than the views or whatever it was.
Oh, I hate the views. I wish I would love. I used to always want to get a lot of views.
Yeah,
but.
So now, even now, I think it's skewed because some people we seen it, and I'm like, "How you see it? It's only 8 people. Like I know all the 8.
Right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so even that gets us thinking differently. We just be doing the work.
Just do the work.
Just do the work, and if not for nothing, the network we have shows that people have never seen on the other side.
Yeah,
never seen.
It's a whole nother page.
Whole nother. People still go to it. I just leave it. But
you're done with it. All right. Any final thoughts about your origin story? Is there a question you would like me to ask that I didn't ask? Or are there any other thoughts that you would like to share? Like a lot of times when I get interviewed, I always feel like people don't ask me the question that will really allow me to kind of like cook for them. So is there anything that I missed that you would like to respond to?
Let me see. As far as some of the most difficult moments, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I give you something.
Yes.
I give you something that helped me out.
Give it to me.
I kept the when I was young, I kept a journal.
Okay.
They had these journals, these yearly planners. They were real. I had big ones, small ones. Ask my wife. I got like probably 10 of them right now from back in. I don't have any more. I use the notes.
Right.
But every day, I would write down what I should do tomorrow.
Right.
And if I saw something on TV, I would look. It wasn't as sophisticated. Now it's easier, but it'd be like, how do I do this dissolve? Like and I would always write things down and do the next day. So I know that because people in my life used to tell me that you're not doing anything.
Yes.
People, you're not doing anything. And I knew I was.
Right.
But for me, mentally, or if I wrote it down, I can go look at it like, yo,
These are all the things I did.
And I'm planning for the DVD release party. I'm adding up the DVDs. I'm trying to find out what the lowest cost is. So and let's do that now. I'm always into it. Like, how can I get, who should I text right now? You want to do this? I'm about to do Craft Crew Doc. We about to do that now.
Okay.
So it's like I'm always into it. And I was always been like that when I write it down. Maybe because of that, I would write things down. So like tomorrow, I know exactly what I'm doing tomorrow.
Yes, you already set up
and things I want to do.
Yes.
I got like vision boards.
Yep.
Right, a lot of stuff that you don't realize. I put a board in front of me on my screensaver. Whatever I wanted, I was on the screensaver. If I turn it on, I see it.
Yes.
So like I visualize things that I wanted.
I like it.
Going until now, I'm older. I speak everything into existence every morning. I do my 9. I still do that 369 every morning.
Good.
Send what I want. Say it out loud. And I work to get those things so I can get them.
Right.
I don't just wish.
You don't wish.
You don't wish. But yes, writing down things that are important to you. Like be intentional about everything. Like we were talking last week. I write down things that make me happy.
Yes.
When I don't feel right.
Yeah.
And I look at them, certain things, and I go do those things. I watch a movie because those things make me, and I'll forget about it.
Right.
Because at this point, this makes me happy. I like to speak to you.
Yeah.
So I'll text you. What up?
What up, man?
Right. So I know what'll get me in the mood.
Right.
So be intentional about what makes you and what doesn't. Be intentional about staying away from those things.
Right.
So that's what I think.
I feel like in the last year, you've gone to another level. Do you feel like that?
I do actually.
I'm talking about not just business wise, like across the board.
I think because I'm even like my father passing and stuff like that. I look at death differently.
Yes.
Like I feel closer to him now than when he was here.
Wow.
Like I feel like I look at certain signs like birds and stuff. Like why is he flying out? Oh, that's a spirit bird. Or like I look at things and why this happened.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, he's still here.
Right.
And people don't understand like the Matrix part of it. Like our ancestors, they weren't, death wasn't like how it is now. The mourning part.
Yes.
They didn't. They was like, yo, they're free now. I can talk to them anytime I want. Yeah. It was more of like, you're not here, but I'm excited now. We can go have our time, and I can speak to you, and I can feel you,
right?
Because you're not clouded by all the toxins, whatever. Yeah. So I feel that way too. Like I feel closer to my father.
Nice.
Right. So I feel like when I move, I feel like even with my son, I feel like when I want to do something, I feel like someone's like, all right, chill out for a second.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, right. But I just feel that strength of everything.
Yeah.
And what I'm doing because. Yeah, I just live in my purpose. I think this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm like a recorder for my people, right? And I'm recording the history of this life I'm here with.
Yes,
right?
This time with the people you're dealing with.
And that's what I'm here to do, and that's what I'm gonna do every day. I'm trying to get with those people that want to be recorded. Let's go.
That's me, guys.
Yeah. And it's gonna chime in. Then they'll just shower us with
yes.
They'll shower us with everything.
My documentary's coming out in 2048.
No, wait, what?
That's when I'm out of here. You have to do my top.
2048.
No, let's make it longer. That's like 20 years.
Yeah, because we didn't have a panel. You got to be here, so you got to have a panel of the doc afterwards, or you can talk about it.
Hey guys, 2048.
If you're seeing this,
this guy will be gone in 90 days.
Yo, what is he on? I see him. Shout him out. 90 days, he's going.
90 days.
He's going.
You, buddy.
If you know, you know.
If you know, we'll see you on the other side. All right. Are you working out?
Yes. I work out Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays now.
Monday, Wednesday, Friday?
But I double up on the joint, so I stay a little longer. Because I need to get to the office now.
All right.
So Monday, Wednesday, Fridays.
So you already hit,
I'm done.
You're done 156?
Yeah, that's over.
We got Brotherhood Yoga this Saturday.
Oh yeah. Oh, my mom come. My mommy come.
Yeah.
My mommy come this Saturday.
Yeah. Okay, my mom's birthday is this Saturday as well.
Oh.
But this Saturday at 1:00 sharp. 1:00 sharp. We are doing Brotherhood Yoga. So I don't know what time. What time is the Black Bear Project? That's in the morning, right?
I don't know. That's your wife. You gotta ask your wife, man.
I
don't know.
I don't think
she hasn't sent me this. She told me she would let me know. She didn't let me know.
Well, I'm gonna do yoga. I've been saying I was gonna do some push-ups.
You gotta talk to the yoga instructors, man. That was kind of intense last week.
It was crazy.
Yo, For all you out there that think yoga is a game,
Yoga's no joke,
bro.
Yo,
Yoga's no game.
I was sweating and I don't sweat.
Yo.
I don't sweat. And then
I was drenched. I had to take my whole mat was wet.
All right. What about some manhood issue did this week in the last 7 days?
Last 7 days. Since we've been here, what have I done? I'll send my mom some money.
Nice.
Cash App. She coming through on Thursday, Friday.
Thursday, Friday.
Yeah.
All right, what did I do? The last 7 days. Well, you know what? Manhood-ish. In the last 7 days, I celebrated 21 years of marriage. And I went on a date with my wife, and it was a good time. So I think that's a All right, let's wrap this show up with a little brotherly advice. What you got for him? One more piece of advice for the people.
Last piece of advice. You gotta, what are you telling me? You gotta I love life, man.
Yeah.
Like I really do, right?
Yes.
And I think if the life I like, I love it. And if I don't like anything in it, I'm trying to fix it. You gotta try to fix it. Find those people that can help you fix it, man.
You don't have to stay settled for the life.
No, man. If you like, go talk to them. I'll be like, I think I wanna go. Let's go fishing.
Let's go fishing.
Right? It's like, I want to do that. I did it last year. It was dope. I want to do it again.
I'm just trying to not get sick.
You got sick last time? You get both sick?
Every time.
Yeah. You know what's funny? I remember we was in DR.
Yeah.
And you couldn't go. Yeah. I remember that.
But I'm gonna take the pills the night before.
Oh, yeah, it's like that.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm getting on that boat.
Yeah, it's
Saturday.
I'm on. What
Sunday.
up? Tell them.
Sunday,
Set me up, man. Set me
up.
All
right, my brotherly advice before we get out of here is, what is my brotherly advice this week? Call one of your friends. How about that? Call at least one of your friends you haven't talked to in a little while. Yesterday I actually talked to one of my friends from college. Her name is Hope Irvin, and I talked to her for about an hour. I hadn't talked to her for a good long time. Me and her were tight. She was like my little sister in college. Mm-hmm. And then I have an attitude problem sometimes. And one day she did something, and I got mad at her, and I didn't talk to her for 2 years. And then after the 2 years, I realized I was like, what am I doing? And then I started calling her, but our relationship's never been quite the same. I know, it's sad. It's bad attitude. Don't have a bad attitude. That's a double one. So what I would say is, though, I didn't talk to her for a little while, but I called her, and I just say to you guys, as you're getting older, people will go through different things, and they're dealing with it, and they're not telling you. Like, you don't talk to the person, you don't know about it. Right. And so the concern is that one day you're gonna call somebody, and they're not gonna be there no more.
That happened to me.
Right? You find out about it, and so what I say is, if you haven't talked to somebody that you love, that you care about, in a few weeks, few months, pick up the phone, give them a call, because you don't want to have to be like, oh man, I didn't know. Oh man, I'm sad that I didn't get a chance to talk to him one more time. And so hit your friends up and never stop dreaming. We'll be back next week. I don't know. We may do my origin story. We might do something else.
We don't know.
But we'll have. I don't know if we're gonna have guests. We'll see.
I don't know.
You gonna invite somebody next week?
Oh, my uncle will be in town. Uncle James.
Oh, did he came on the show before?
No.
No, that was
Beckett. Remember that URN?
Beckett came last time.
Beckett.
That was your uncle, right?
My cousin.
Oh, your cousin?
That's my uncle's first cousin.
But the guy he had the car thing.
That's my uncle.
Yes.
My mom's brother. And then James came through, and Lawrence had like a bunch of family members coming through. Yeah. So Uncle James.
None of my family members have come by.
I know.
None of my. I got 3 brothers. None of them never seen none of them.
Why they don't go?
They hate me.
You know what's so funny? They probably turned one right now.
They
heard that part.
They get mad about
They heard that
it.
part. They heard just that part. They were like, I turned it on. He said, hey, I hate him.
I love my brothers. Maybe they'll come on the show. If anybody's watching right now, tell them to come on the show every Tuesday at 6:00. We got a spot for them now. I would love to have them on the show. I haven't made that joke. I haven't made that joke in a number of weeks, and so I don't want to get anything started. I did talk to him. I talked to 2 of my brothers in the last
I did
2
talk
days.
to him.
Yes. All right, we're out of here.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace. Ow!